It is 24 days till the man burns, and today we're talking about looking after your nails because Burning Man can do a number on them. All the setup, the tear down, the dust, the general adventuring can just destroy a perfectly good set of nails. So let's start with the cuticles. The player dust is very alkaline and it can basically make your cuticles kind of dry up and start cracking and just kind of becoming very painful. So what a lot of burners do is they bring along some super glue and just pop super glue along the cuticles, and it just acts as like a protective layer. And then once you are out of Burning Man, you can just peel off that super glue and your cuticles should be fine. Some people prefer to use liquid bandages, which, it's the same kind of thing. It's just creating that protective barrier for your cuticles. So, it's up to you what you use to protect them, but you probably will want something to protect them. And whatever you go for, bring along some extra so that you can reapply it if you need to. Or, if you come across someone that is suffering, then you can, gift them and be like, hey, I have something to help your cuticles. Next up, hangnails. Hangnails are a nightmare. Especially those ones, where they're like kind of under the nail and it just makes your finger like throb and they're so painful. So hopefully you are a good self-reliant burner and you have brought along a little medical kit with you. And what you want to do is deal with it as soon as possible. Clean off the area. Cut that hangnail as close to the skin as you can without, creating an open wound. Do not try and peel it off. We all know that ends in disaster. So cut it as close to the base as you can. If you've got some potions in your kit, antiseptic, iodine, something like that, maybe pop some of that on there and wrap it up in a plaster. Some people like to soak their finger with the hangnail first so that the hangnail is like really nice and soft, so it's much easier to cut off. So you can always try that as well. And once you've dealt with it, you just want to keep it nice and clean. Don't let loads of dust get into it, especially if you've managed to create an open wound. So yeah, clean it frequently, change the plaster whenever you need to. Liquid bandages do work a bit better for things like that because, plasters tend to collect all the dust under them. So having some liquid bandages might be a good idea. Okay, so on to the actual nails. If you have enough time before you go to Burning Man, then try and give your nails a bit of extra care and attention. There are nail varnishes that can strengthen your nails or make your nails more healthy somehow. There's probably vitamins you can take and stuff. Try not to wear nail varnish too much or be exposing your nails to harsh chemicals like nail varnish removers or cleaners or, stuff like that. Look after your nails really well. The healthier they are going into Burning Man, the better they're going to hold up while they're there. If you are not particularly fussed about your nails, you don't care if they're long or short or really how they look, it might be a good idea to cut them short for Burning Man. With all the dust and the dryness and stuff, they can get a bit brittle, so they're much more likely to break. And when you break a nail, it always happens in a really awkward place or it's going to be really painful to pull off the broken nail. So if you cut them short, there is much less chance of you breaking them. I like to go for what I call the businessman cut, where they're nice and short. There's not very much white bit left, but they're not so far down that the quick is exposed, because that would obviously be a bit painful. Also, it means there is less nail for all the grime and dust and everything to be collecting under. I really hate having dirt under my nails, but at Burning Man it's practically impossible to not have dirt under your nails. You are covered in dust constantly. It's gonna get under your nails too. You could go for one of those strengthening nail varnishes or a base coat or top coat or something that could just act as a layer of protection between your nails and the player dust. Test it beforehand to make sure that it doesn't flake or chip or anything. You don't want to be mooping nail varnish everywhere. But that could be an option as a layer of protection and just to kind of harden them up a little bit. Probably the best choice, especially if you have long nails, you want to keep your nails long, you don't want to cut them short, is to get gels. Gels set to a really hard kind of coat on top of your nails. So they're going to offer that level of protection. Your nails aren't going to be coming into contact with the dust. And it's also going to strengthen them more. They're going to feel extra strong from the gels. So you're much less likely to break them. If you're getting gels, I would advise picking a nice opaque colour so you can't see all the grime that's collecting under your super long talons. But yeah, it is a good choice to kind of keep your nails protected while you're out there, have them kind of looking relatively nice. And if you get them put on professionally and removed professionally, then it doesn't actually do any damage to your nails. Or that's at least what professionals say. If you are going to be doing something fancy to your nails for Burning Man, avoid any of the bling. I know that when you go into those nail shops, sometimes, you see all the funky stuff and they're like, oh, we can put jewels and dangly bits and stuff off your nails. Burning Man is probably not the best environment for that kind of stuff. There's, the potential that that bling would somehow disattach and fall off and become moop. Another great way to protect just everything, your hands, your cuticles, your nails, is to bring along some gloves and wear them. Your hands also get quite dry at Burning Man. I have done another video on your hands and looking after them. But for some people, just the combination of everything, the hands getting dry, the cuticles, all of that stuff, they just decide it's easier to wear gloves. And aside from the gloves just completely protecting your hands, it means that you're able to put moisturizer on them whenever you need to, and then just pop the gloves back on, and then you don't have sticky lotion hands. You can lotion up and get on with your day. After Burning Man, it is a good idea to go and get a bit of love for your nails. Go and visit a nail salon, get a manicure or something. You don't have to have colors or anything fancy done. Just someone that, really knows about nails, knows how you can get them back into good shape if they are looking a little bit battered. Professional is just going to be able to kind of get them back into a good state, help them out on that road to recovery, and, give you some advice on, things you can do to help your nails along. So I hope this was helpful, guys. If any of the rest of you have any tips or tricks for keeping your nails looking nice while you're at Burning Man, then let us know in the comments. And if you see me at Burning Man this year, feel free to come and say hi to me. Bye, guys.